Hey everyone, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. It's Jen here, and you know it's Friday night. So, it's Cooking with Chef Jen. I'm going to show you how to prep, get ready, method, temperature, and length of time to do some nice pork spare ribs. Of course, you can do these beef or however you want. I prefer pork. And then I'm also gonna, obviously you know how to open a can of like baked beans, so that's pretty simple. But then I'm gonna show you my idea of pasta salad. So if you want to know how to do short ribs, baked beans, and pasta salad, then go ahead and keep on watching. Okay, first things first. When you're cooking in the kitchen, you want your hair pulled back and you want your hands clean. If you're wearing nice clothes, put on an apron. But first, before we get started, okay. So I wanted to make this pretty easy for you guys so that you could like get this stuff and it could be very, very basic. So I got the Hidden Valley Ranch pasta salad. It only comes with the sauce packet and the pasta, so it's up to you to put whatever nice and fresh and crisp vegetables, meats, whatever you want in it. So you're only getting the sauce packet and the pasta in here. But to cook pasta, I'm not going to assume that everybody knows how to do this. And you're going to need to take a little bit of oil, whether it be vegetable oil or olive oil, and you're going to put water in your pan. Oh my gosh, look at me. Blooper reel. You're going to put a little bit of oil in your water. And then I really like to salt my water for my pastas or potatoes or anything. And so that's how I want to do that. We're going to go ahead and put this on the stove. Woo! Oh my gosh, really? We're going to put this on the stove. And we're going to turn this on to like medium heat. Medium-high heat. Okay, we're going to put it on medium-high heat. And we're just going to let that boil. And then we're going to come over here and we're going to put this away. And we're going to get started. So you're going to need either a clear glass pan. I like this pan because it has texture in the bottom. And it keeps things from sticking, and I rather enjoy that. So what I want you to do is take your ribs. I've portioned mine out, so I have 2 dinners worth. We're going to put those in here. Mine are a little bit frozen, so we're going to tear some of them apart. And, ow, say we are. We're going to tear some of them apart. That way they cook a little bit faster, because we do want to eat dinner at some point tonight. Alright. After you handle meats, you want to wash your hands. So, I'm going to be a good example, and I'm going to wash my hands. And then I'm going to be a bad example and dry it off on here. Alright, first, I'm going to take salt, and I'm just going to go all over. I might ought to say this. You want to preheat your oven to 250, 275, depending on how long you have. If you're going to put these in before you leave for the day and you're going to make like a whole pan, I would say put the oven on 200 and leave it. This is going to be like a low and slow. So the lower that you cook your meat, temperature-wise, 200 is really the lowest that you want to go. 200, 225, 250. I wouldn't go any higher than that, honestly, or it's going to be tough. I don't prefer a crock pot when you're doing this type of thing. It just does not cook the same. So we're going to go ahead and show you the braising method. Alright, so we've done the salt. The oven is preheated. Focus! Thank you. We're going to do pepper. And then we're going to do onion powder or onion salt, whatever you have. I just coat everything in seasoning. I don't measure anything. I know that's a bad habit. I just cook by sight now. I've been doing it a while. So you're going to get garlic, salt. We're going to do the same. I like to use Cavender's All Greek all-purpose seasoning. I'm going to put some of that. And then I also like to use the Tony Sanchez, the original Creole seasoning. Love this seasoning. Alright. So I'm going to put all of those away. Well, I'm going to keep these out. Salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic salt you're going to need for your pasta salad, so leave it out. A little bit of seasoning salt for good measure. And ta-da. Alright. Then I want you to take a cutting board. You can obviously buy already minced up garlic if that's what you prefer. I, however, just like fresh garlic. It's better. It tastes better. It has more flavor. But you know, everybody's different. Their skill level's different, and the time that they have is different. So, you get whatever kind of garlic you want. I do not care. Alright. I'm going to take the garlic after we peel it, okay? I'm going to take the side of my knife and I'm going to mash it. So I'm going to release those flavors and just mash it out. And then I'm going to put it in the pan with the ribs. And I'm going to do about a half of a clove, which would be like, you know, it's like a little bundle. You want to do half of the bundle. So that's what I'm going to do here real quick. And I am not really good at editing. I don't know how to like fast forward through stuff and like do the time lapse and whatever. So you're just going to get to struggle through with me here. I'm going to try to keep this fairly short and get you going here. Okay. And whoop. Good thing my sink is clean. Alright. Just finished peeling these guys. The cat is like wigging out over this little piece of, I don't even know, it's like a piece of string. She literally cracks me up. Alright. I am going to show you how to like get these together, but I'm obviously not going to cook it and like show you the end because I want you to have, sorry, don't drop anything on the floor and pick it up, but this hasn't been peeled yet, so I'm good. I'm not going to show you like the end result because I want to be able to post this and you guys see it like up tonight and know how to do it. When you cook your meats, you want to make sure that pork can be cooked a little under, but I don't really like to do that. I just cook all my meat to 165, obviously except for steak whenever I eat that. Or until it's like falling apart. And then that's usually a good indication that the meat is done. If you don't have a thermometer, I would suggest getting one for safe cooking. Like if you're going to be cooking, you need to be safe about it. Alright, and then I'm going to take some real good, fresh and lovely fresh onion. And we're just going to peel this up. Then I'm just going to cut this into 4 pieces, and I'm just going to disperse this whole, just like this, throughout the pan, because this is just going to give it some really good flavor. If you wanted to, you could go the extra mile and do the carrots and celery, but I don't really care for it. I don't like to go there. It's not something I'm going to use on a regular basis in my home, so I don't really keep it on hand for this. And then you can also add some bay leaf, which I forgot mine, but I will get my life together in a minute. Alright, finish peeling this up, put it in the bag with the rest of my onion. Ew! So pretty. And after you cut an onion, you want to keep it refrigerated, but before that, it can just be out on the counter. Alright, then you want to take a cup and beef base. So I like to use beef base for this. It shows you on the top, like the portion, what to do. I'm just going to put some in here. You can portion yours out, that's fine. Whew. Then you're going to want to mix it with some water. Oh my gosh, I'm just going to leave it over here. I have messed it up. Alright, then we're going to mix that with some water and we're going to make some beef base, like yummy sauce, like juice to put in the pan. And when it cooks and it meshes with that and the vegetables, it's going to be like so juicy and flavorful. It's going to be like totally divine. Okay. We are going to pour this over our ribs and just fill up the bottom of the pan like so. Woo! Alright, I just want to kind of show you what that looks like. You could also put some fresh thyme and you know, fresh herbs and things like that in it if you want to. This is just me kind of like showing you what I have on hand, what I'm doing here at home, and how you can turn a really simple dinner into something great. Okay, I was going to come over here and get some bay leaf, and I didn't want to leave you behind. And I'm just going to take some bay leaf, and I'm going to stick 2 of these just down in the juice around the meat. Oh my gosh. And then I'm going to put the rest of it back in the refrigerator after I pick it up from dropping it everywhere. Excuse me, kitty. Thank you. Love you. All right, now what we're going to do, dun, 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 yes, is we're going to take some good and clean and fresh Reynolds wrap. And we're going to put this over the pan. We're going to put it in the oven and we're going to cook it until it's done. And that's it. That's all you're going to do with the ribs, okay? All right. And I honestly would like set your timer for like an hour, hour and a half and check it if you're only going to do the small amount that I was doing. It doesn't take that long when you're just doing like little pieces. That's why I tore them, and they'll get done a lot faster. The chunkier it is, of course, the longer it's going to take. Okay, I'm going to clean up my area. We're going to come back and do vegetables to make the pasta salad. Hey, hey, hey. Woo, okay. Now I'm going to open up my bag of pasta. My water is definitely boiling. I'm going to drop the pasta in. And for the type of pasta that comes in here, it's a rotini. You only want to cook the pasta for like 5 to 7 minutes. It's not going to take very long, and you definitely don't want to overcook it. You want it to be al dente, so soft but firm to the bite. So that's how you want to do that. So I'm going to let this cook up, and I'm going to move the camera view, and I'm going to show you how to cut up the vegetables. Okay, so now what you're going to want to have is a bowl of ice and a strainer. You're going to strain your pasta, and then you're going to set it down in here with a little bit of that water, and you're going to chill your pasta because you want to eat it same day. If you're not going to eat it same day, cook the pasta, toss it in a little bit of oil, throw it in there, and forget about it. I also forgot to tell you to add a little bit of butter to your pork ribs, so I'm going to go and do that because I forgot, and I'll be RB. Now then, you have a packet that came with your box, and it tells you a half a cup of mayonnaise to a 1/3 cup of milk or low-fat milk, whichever one you want. So you're going to mix that up, and then you're going to get whatever vegetables you want ready. So for me, how I like to do mine is some onion, and I'm just going to cut up my onion. And this is going to be like 2 tastes. So however much veggie you want compared to your pasta. If you want a veggie salad instead of a pasta salad, you know, just add a little pasta to your veggie. It's up to you. You can do this in many, many ways. I like to do onion. It also gives you ideas on the box, so feel free to look at that. I buy the veggie sweet bell peppers. Here's why. One is because you can eat them like a snack right out of the bag. But also, because they're easier to clean out. You just rip the middle out like that. You don't have to worry about being a professional bell pepper cutter, and like, you know, all those things. So, if you were gonna cut a bell pepper, like a large bell pepper, I would take the top off, take the bottom off. Oh wait, I did that wrong. Cut the inside, and then peel the inside out. I like to use my knife because I like to get really close and get the entire vein out. Okay? Probably only need like one of each color, so I'm going to dice this up the same way that I did my onion. And I'm just going to toss it in the bowl there. And I always, when I cut bell peppers, I don't cut the skin side, I cut from the inside. It's easier to run your knife through, and it just works better that way. So that's how I do it. If you wanted to make this light, you don't even have to use the ranch packet. You could just use pasta, cut up your vegetables, and throw like some Italian vinaigrette on there, and that would be good too. So, just want to check the pasta. And I'll move this over here so you can see. You just want to take a piece. That's done. It's perfect. So, it's going to be a little bit kind of mushy, not mushy. It's going to be a little less firm on the outside, but still a little al dente, or as in firm on the middle. All right? So we're going to pour just a little bit of the water out through the strainer. Okay? And then we're going to pour the rest of it over the ice. Okay? Put your pan aside. Press your strainer down in there. Uh-oh, big messes. What is it good for? Alright, and then you're just going to make sure that the water is touching, and so the ice water is cooling your pasta. Now I'm going to leave that to the side. We're cooling our pasta. And we're still cutting our veggies. Now I'm doing this pretty early, but I'm still chilling my pasta because once you cook pasta, if you don't cool it down or you're not going to serve it right away, it's going to get mushy and it's not going to be good. So unless you plan on going directly in the refrigerator with it, I suggest an ice bath is the best way to do that. Mix it all together and then put it in the refrigerator. Let it sit for the 30-45 minutes you have left on your ribs. Get it a little bit more chilled, and then everything's ready at once. All right? Just a little bit more bell pepper to go. Maybe I should be like a chef instructor, because I don't want to work in a high-paced restaurant anymore. I prefer caterings and home cookings and teaching people. Like, that is really what I like to do. But you know, people look at my background and they automatically discount me, and it's really sad. Alright, so we're going to add our peppers in with our onions. Dun, 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 dun. Now, I like to get what I call heirloom tomatoes, orange, red, and yellow. And you could do large ones and de-seed them and all that stuff. But these are good. Alright, we're going to clean them, as in rinse them in the sink. And then again, you're going to do this to taste. So I'm going to cut mine in half, and then I'm going to cut my half in half. So I'm going to make little edible bite-sized quarters. And we're going to dump those in. And we're just going to quarter a bunch of those up to taste, as many as we prefer. And I'm going to go finish this off camera so this isn't horribly long, and I'll be right back. Okay, I would like to say about the tomatoes, if you cut them in half and then you turn it and cut it down in half again, the seeds are going to squeeze out of the tomato, and then you won't have a seedy pasta salad. So I would like to say that, like, my seeds are coming out on my cutting board, and that's what you want, because you don't want them in your pasta salad. That irks me. It's disgusting, and I hate when people do that. So now I'll BRB. BT dubs, okay? Okay, last but not least, I am obsessed with classic oval pickles. So good. Alright. I'm just going to dice this up just like I do my onion. And I'm going to put some of this in there as well. If I was going to make like a classic pasta salad, I would add some dill pickle juice, mayonnaise and mustard, and call it good and just mix it up. But we got the Suddenly Ranch. So I'm going to wait to taste it once I mix the sauce in. And if I want to add a little bit of the dill pickle juice later, I will. But that's really what makes pasta salad good. I essentially would have liked to get some celery for this, but again, a whole stalk of celery is not something I can justify because I don't use celery for anything else. And I'm definitely not just going to nibble on it to be nibbling on it. Alright, so we're going to finish cutting up our vegetables. I'm going to mix up the sauce, and then we're going to mix this all together. You're going to salt, pepper, onion pepper, seasoning salt, garlic salt, those types of things. Season it to taste, like the way you like it, okay? And then, as with any pasta salad, you can add in cheese. If I was going to do like a vinaigrette pasta salad, I would add like feta cheese or something like that. But since we're doing ranch, I thought shredded medium cheddar would be really, really good. So, that's what I'm going to mix in with mine. So now you've got your nice bowl of clean and fresh and not dusted, busted, and crusted veggies. And your pasta is chilling over ice water. Okay. And I'm going to go and make the sauce for this, just like it says on the back of the box. And I'm going to show it to you after it's all mixed together and seasoned and tasted. And then that's really going to be it, to be honest. I'm not going to wait till the end of the night to show you my ribs because you cook them low and slow. When they're done, they're done. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. BRB. Alright, I'm back. And I am draining my pasta. So I'm just going to lift that up, and all the ice is melted in there. So we're just going to finish rinsing that out. Make sure we get all the water out there, shake it real, real good. We're going to dump it in here with our veggies. And then we're going to take our sauce mix that we've got here that's all good and yummy. And we're going to pour that over what we've done here. And then we're going to mix this up. Man down. God dang it. Always making a mess. Probably not my best mixing apparatus that I could be using, so let me not, okay? I'm just going to use my hands, mix it up. Alright. Yummy! So good. Okay. Then I'm going to not wrap this, and I'm going to put it, oh, well, let me season it first. I'm sorry. Salt, pepper, garlic, onion. Forgot my cheese. Cheese, please. Cheese, please. Alright. And I'm going to go grab a lovely spoon. Hang on. Okay. Now I'm going to mix this some more. Yummy, yummy, yummy. You could even put like banana peppers in here. And then when dinner's almost done, I'm going to cook some bacon in the microwave. And I'm going to top this off with some bacon because that's going to be really good. And you always want to taste what you make. Really good. Really, really good. Alright. We're going to put that in the refrigerator. Now, ribs would not be complete without some baked beans. I use Bush's smokehouse recipe. I open the can, I put it in here, and I turn it on low. And I let that cook the rest of the time that everything else is cooking. If you need to turn it up closer to the end and get it nice and warm, you can. If you want to add some brown sugar, some molasses, fresh onion, bell peppers, dry mustard, or regular mustard, put some bacon strips over the top of it and stick it in the oven and bake it. You can do it that way too. Alright, we'll turn those on low. We'll put this in the refrigerator, and we'll let our ribs finish cooking. I personally like a Hawaiian roll to go with mine, so I'm going to melt some butter in a bowl, dip my Hawaiian roll in it, and call that good. But this is dinner, so this is fast and easy. If you're going to make a bunch of ribs, you can put them on before you leave for work. Drop the oven down to 200 and leave it on all day long. It will be so good when you get back. Alright, so I will see you guys next Friday. Let me know if you have any suggestions or you want to see anything in particular cooked for a nice Friday night dinner, and I will try to get to that. Locally. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a big thumbs up. Click the notification bell so that you know every time I upload a video, and be looking out. I'll see you guys later. Do good, be good, you are good. And remember, when you're cooking, wash your hands, ho.